Hello everyone, it's me, Davay, and today I want to talk about gun avatar and gun authorization in general and what progress do we have and where it leads us in future. So you can already see the bright and vivid colors that are displayed in updated version. This like really glows up my display, and this is very cute, and you can find like them very fine and interesting and very variegated uh, images. But what are these? So these are avatars or room backgrounds, because you can see the backgrounds are also generated every time you that are displaying precisely the cryptographic public key. So this is a visual representation of a public key, and this means that you can share this avatar with someone and like sign it, and this can be very useful when you use cryptography, and this can be very useful to use this as like the container for the public key or even the key pair. So what does this give us? So it gives us visual public identity of a key pair. So this you can show, and then you can kind of say that you are the owner of the key, and you can verify it easily with different other systems. It's high performance, it's synchronous, so it's no async stuff, it's cached, and so it's very highly efficient for both client side and server side if you want to use it on your server. It's framework agnostic. It's just a web component or just a JavaScript function that you can use in any framework that you want. It's really customizable, and and one of the very cool features is data embedding. So you can really put some data inside of these pictures and store them, and this opens up really fun possibilities that we can rely on. So we can render these pictures on servers via SVG, and yeah, there's almost zero dependencies. We use PNG export and import. It's quite brief. I read it out, so I could just copy it in the file. So I would say, okay, few dependencies, and mobile friendly, yeah, because it's very bright and cool, and SVGs now can adapt to the size. But what is very cool about version 2.2 of Gun Avatar is that we now get all of this amazing stuff animated. Yes, you can see your key pair. So this is like my clicks, and it kind of reacts to my movements, and it breathes on its own. You can see it's breathing, and also this background also reacts to my clicks, to movements, and it breathes on its own. So we can just generate more and enjoy, these. We can get back and oh, I love this combination in the room and how it's working. Maybe if we could have some application to use this key pair, I would love to use this because I love this public key. And yeah, who knows? And we generate not only a public key that is just numbers that are converted to these like colors, sizes, shapes, and positions. And we have also a private key. So yes, we can just copy this thing, and yeah, let's just we can put it just in console. Just yeah, so you can see inside of this. Yeah, and in console you can see there is this key. So this is the key that is used in Gun and C cryptography. This is a user key that has this pub key that we have here. We also have a private key that's corresponding precisely to this public key, and we can reproduce the public key from this private key. So this is the very important thing for signing, and also this EPUB and ePrivate key are for encryption. So these are your very secret knowledge pieces that you want to preserve these private keys from leaking ever. So I wouldn't suggest using this key pair ever for anything. Um, yeah, it's fun that we can just copy and paste it somewhere. But not only this, we can now download such a picture, uh, just here. You see, this is this PNG file that contains all the data we need. And okay, let's have a look at here so we can share this PNG picture image. And yeah, I found it very nice to have stored it in Notes app. It's very fun to share. You can share it in messages, you can airdrop it to your devices, and yeah, you will get this PNG file that is essentially something even more. So yeah, you can see that yeah, those are quite efficiently generated. They're not like fast generated because every time we have to generate a key from random input, and this makes we have to make all these key extension and cryptographic operations, and they're kind of established to be around 200 milliseconds, like to take some time for a computer to work out. So it's not easy to crack these keys with the generation like of hashes. So yeah, now you can see all of these are just gorgeous. These are objects that are that have SVG content, that have embedded scripts, and they have limited to this circle knowledge about everything else. So these are like very cool self-contained base 64, not base 64, but yeah, basically like uh, pure programs. Yeah, but we can have them as images as we have here, and you can use these as avatars, and you can have rooms, and you can, yeah, you can just use it. It's very easy. And what's really fun about it is, remember that PNG file that we had? It's here. So we can just drop it here, and you see what we see here. We have this public key and also the content with the full key pair. So yeah, when you just download here this PNG file, you get the key encoded in this PNG file. So this is very important, and this is very precious file from here because we don't have any encryption here. It's just pure key. Everyone who will have it eventually at some point of time will have access to your accounts. So be cautious, and this is just for fun because this is not about encrypting these keys. We can just embed whatever data you want. You can encrypt it in your application. Yeah, so there is more to explore, and yeah, I will show you more. You can use all this. If you just open this guide, you can just explore how to implement this in a way you want, with a function or with a component, and all the options and all the P3 colors that if make all these bright and vivid colors available. You can disable that SVG that's already enabled by default on recent version 2.2. Yeah, there is circles, squares, and yeah, interactive, this thing. So all of these exports, you can just use a function and basically put it in a source. So the output of a function, of GAN function, is put into the source of an image. So this is so as simple as it is. But yeah, if you want interactive, you will get object with data set to the output of this function. Yeah, this is data embedding and the schema for it. So content is what you will have to provide with embed function. And yes, we have this extract from file function that is just accessible easily, that you can attach it to your file input and extract that content from there. So whatever content you want to put. There's no limits to it. It's not steganography. We just implant this in special PNG TXT nodes. So yeah, PNG can grow whatever size, even small, yeah, even big. So it's up to you. It's for developers. So you just go and install it. It's just here on npm, and it's verified. It has all the provisioning here, so you can be sure that we really have a build pipeline, and this is secure to import this functionality, because it is limited to only these and only those short lists of dependencies that we have, basically just for PNG chunks. These are not used in the library. These are for docs, and basically only these, and they're very, very simple. So quite reliable, quite fun to use, and you can just implement it in your Gun-Vue application. But what is a Gun-Vue application, you would ask? So yeah, let's see how this all expands into Gun-Vue and how it works together with this system, and what's beautiful and how we can use it as developers and hobby builders. Let's go.